So there is a filter dryer up here in the attic. I don't know if it's from 4 years ago. Pretty crappy job getting that thing brazed in. I mean, it's just a filter dryer. 3/8 line. Yeah, they need some practice. But what I did notice, look at this right here. Somebody grabbed this with a set of channel locks, and that thing's mashed right there. Yeah, quality work, guys. We got a kink and a little restriction in our liquid line. That probably has something to do with it too. What's going on, guys? So I am running a second opinion call. So evidently another company came out. This is a Carrier heat pump, 2-story house. Another company came out and replaced the indoor TXV on this unit. And then a week later, the compressor allegedly went out. And they quoted them $3,400 to replace the compressor. A week after they replaced the TXV inside. Got some dirt in it. But the problem is, the parts are under warranty. So they quoted him $3,400. This thing, yeah, plugged up with some dirt. $3,400 to replace a compressor that's under warranty. So we're going to confirm whether the compressor's bad or not. Come on now. Anyway, we're going to confirm whether or not the compressor's bad, and then we'll give him our quote to replace the compressor under warranty. And that's not going to be anywhere near $3,400. I mean, to come out and do a TXV repair, charge for that. But I'm sure the TXV was under warranty too. This is a 2020 unit, so it's 4 years old, so standard 5-year parts anyway. It's new construction, so house is only 4 years old, so I don't know whether they registered this stuff or not. We'll confirm it when we call Carrier. But so TXV would have been under warranty. Then you come back a week after you recover a system, replace an indoor TXV, the compressor's bad, a week after you laid your hands on it and opened it up, and then you want to quote them $3,400 for a warranty compressor. That's a little sketchy to me. So let's see what we've got here. Voltage 0, and our breaker right there is turned off, and that explains why we're not getting voltage. So we'll go through the usual suspects here. We'll check this Mars capacitor, and then we're going to ohm out the compressor and check it to ground. The homeowner said it was tripping the breaker, and I'll get to that point in a minute, but we will kind of go through the basic processes here. So we've got a 45.5 compressor reading 45, or capacitor reading 45 by 5, so we can get on On to the next step. So we're going to check it to ground, check the windings in it, turn it on, see what it does. So people around here, man, it's just a different day now. Where companies come out and they try to just take full slam advantage of you. Like you're just gonna roll over and go, okay, $3,400, parts under warranty. Yeah, we'll do that. It just amazes me what these companies try to do. And I don't know who the company was. I didn't ask. I really don't care. But by the price that they were quoted, I'm gonna guess it was one of the big box national companies, because that seems to be the going rate for compressors and coils if you're a hedge fund company or a corporate national heating and air business. And so I'm telling all you homeowners that are watching, stay away from those companies, especially if you're in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. They blow up the commercials every morning on the local news, commercial after commercial after commercial. They get the money for those commercials. That's prime advertising real estate. They get the money for those commercials by overcharging you for what they're doing. They are ripping you off, and I don't have a problem saying it. I'm not going to mention their names, but they're easy to figure out if you just do a little research on the company online before you just call their phone number. They are taking advantage of you and ripping you off left and right. So anyway, let's ohm out. Let's just check it to ground first before we ohm this thing out. Alrighty, let's see what we come up with here. Yep. Right there. And I'm going to disconnect the wires from the contactor and do that again, but we've got a straight short to ground on this thing. And I'm going to peek up in the attic, because what I'm noticing, and I asked him, I said, did they pump it down or recover it? He said they told him that they recovered the entire system. They didn't pump it down. Gosh, this is my week for tools. Giving out on me. There we go. But I asked him if they recovered it or did they pump it down. He said they recovered it. So I am not seeing a new filter dryer. I'm not seeing a filter dryer out here at all. There's no filter dryer here, and there's no filter dryer inside this outdoor unit. That little thing you see right over there is not the filter dryer. That's the muffler for the compressor. So there's not a dryer out here, so I'm going to look in the attic. If they recovered this thing and opened it up and replaced the TXV, and y'all super techs out there can have your opinion on it. Anytime I do a sealed system repair, if I'm replacing a compressor, most especially a TXV that was restricted, you're going to replace the filter dryer. Liquid line bi-flow filter dryer. You're going to replace that. It's standard good practice. If you're not doing that on every compressor and every TXV and every coil you replace, then you're taking a chance. Yep. So right here, common and run, we have a definite short to ground. There's no reason for me to put the power to this thing. Is this going to trip the breaker? No reason for the fireworks. So anyway, guys, they came out here, they didn't do a proper job on their TXV more than likely. And it could have been the TXV problem And sometimes you get there and you've got a bad compressor in a unit. You don't really know why. What took it out, and you put a compressor in it and find out that the reversing valve's stuck midway or the TXV's locked up or something when you get it running. So, I mean, a bad TXV could have caused this. This is just maybe an after effect from that. But you come out and you replace the TXV. Obviously, the compressor had to be running at that time for them to say, yeah, we got you fixed and up and running. You didn't change the filter dryer. You didn't put, whether one was even installed on this from the day it was put in this house 4 years ago, I don't know. I'm not seeing one here. I'm going to see if there's one inside. Probably not. But you come back and do a TXV, at least you do, if you don't have a filter dryer in the system, you put one in it and you replace the one that's there. But to do something like that and then a week later come out and tell them it's going to be $3,500 to replace a compressor that's under part warranty. I mean, that's a regular price for a compressor that's not under warranty, depending on where you're at. But this is why I'm kind of getting tired of this business. I mean, I like to work on the equipment. I enjoy doing what I do. This is the part of the job I like. But you get out here dealing with companies that are being shady and trying to rip people off, and then I don't know. It is what it is. But that's it, guys. I got a carrier heat pump, 2 ton. No, this is a 3 ton. It's the upstairs part of the house. It's a pretty nice size house. And we got a compressor shorted to ground. And he was quoted $3,400 by another company. We're going to be somewhere in the, how much refrigerant is in this thing? It's going to be about 10 pounds total. So he's probably going to be somewhere in the $1,700 range for us to replace it under warranty. And that's parts, well, the compressor's under warranty, but that's refrigerant. That's the recovery, putting in a new filter dryer, or adding one if it's not here anywhere. Proper evacuation on the system, refrigerant, materials, things like that. That's what's included in that job, and guaranteeing that when we leave, you're going to have a unit that's operating like it should, and that the job was done right. So that's, it's getting quality work does cost money, unfortunately. Well, that's not unfortunate. It should cost money, but you get people that don't want to pay it, or you get companies that come out and try to charge 5 times what they're worth, and they're not worth a damn. So anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe. I'm gonna go up in this attic, check to see if there's a filter dryer or not, and get him his estimate and give him a quote and see if he wants us to come back and do the work. Good afternoon. Have a good night, guys.